Every day, this guy wakes up to his usual morning routine in a pretty peaceful and normal town. Each time he stops for a refill at his favorite cafe before heading off to work. Everything is normal, and a bank robbery is just another Tuesday afternoon in the city. Well, you see, in a city that is ruled by people wearing sunglasses called the Players, this guy named Guy is just a lowly NPC programmed for the entertainment and development of the game. The thing is, Guy doesn't know he's an NPC and thinks he is actually alive. I mean, he loves his job and the people of the city. He even fawns over the new special offer premium sneakers displayed in the window, although his broke won't let him.
Oh, so close.
Pretty human behavior, if you ask me. He has everything he needs, but feels there is something missing. The next day, while walking to work with his best buddy, he sees this badass lady cross past them, and for the first time in his entire non-existent life, he felt true love. His bro tries snapping him back to reality, and reminds him that people like them don't talk to people wearing sunglasses. But my guy is determined to go talk to her. Things don't go as planned, and he gets hit by a train. The next day, he tries doing a change of plan on his drink, but this completely defies what they were programmed for, since every NPC always gets the usual, nearly getting him killed.
Ah! I'm joking. Hey, June, she beat on your toes. I was kidding.
At the bank, where yet another harmless robbery has occurred for the fifth time that day, Guy gets fed up with the fact that they are stuck in a loophole and that the same things keep happening over and over again. So he decides to take matters into his own hands and politely asks the kind sir if he could lend him his sunglasses.
It's just an NPC. Waste that mother.
Things don't go as planned, and he gets his butt handed to him, but he keeps trying and somehow manages to convince the gentleman through his actions.
He's just resting.
In pieces! That man is dead!
He puts on the glasses, and everything changes. With missions and settings popping up on the screen, he could now see and access items from a player's point of view. Bro is damn excited, and the first thing he buys once he gets his hands on some money is the premium sneakers he has been wanting for years. Meanwhile, the devs are wondering why an NPC is walking around killing players and stealing their glasses. They conclude it must be a hacker wearing an NPC skin. With no success in tracing him, they decide to meet him in the game itself. Thinking he's a player who hacked into the NPC database, they demand that he take off the skin, but my guy is just confused by the whole situation.
How am I supposed to get rid of my skin?
After a fair and reasonable warning, they engage in a gunfight and go full god mode on him. He manages to lose them and tries his best not to die, but unfortunately, he gets reminded of a harsh truth.
I can't die! I'm never gonna die!
Guy wakes up and decides he won't play by the rules of the game, fully determined to live his life as he sees fit. On the other hand, Keys, one of the devs, gets home only to find Millie sitting in a dark corner. She reminds him of how popular their game once was, mentioning that Antoine, the guy who bought their game and the one he currently works for, stole their AI engine to use in his dumb game, and she asks Keys to help expose him. He feels he can't do it and turns her down.
I care about you, but you need to leave.
Millie doesn't get discouraged and decides to retrieve their data from the game itself. She logs in, only to find Guy sneaking in behind her.
What are we looking at?
Who are you?
They eventually get caught and make a run for it. She brings him back to her hideout and reveals why she was trying to infiltrate the bunker, asking him to join forces with her, but gives up, seeing how dumb and clueless he is. Assuming he's a newbie, she explains how the game works and tells him he can only wield a weapon if he has the required level for it before sending him off, telling him to come back only when his level reaches 100. My guy is fired up and goes on a rampage. But instead of doing what the other players are doing, he decides to do the opposite, becoming the good guy. He becomes so popular that people all over the world are talking about him. They can't believe how fast this player with an NPC skin keeps leveling up. Even the devs are worried. Not only can he be traced, but Bro doesn't even appear on their radars. With Keys' help, Millie is able to infiltrate the bunker unnoticed, but gets ambushed by spawn traps set by Antoine. Guy swoops in like the hero he isn't, saving Millie's life, and together they take care of the bad guys before escaping unharmed. After their lovely date, Guy brings her to his hideout, and shows her how well he took her advice to heart. Millie can't believe how quickly he's leveling up, or how different he is from all the other guys out there, so she asks to know more about him. He invites her for a treat at one of his favorite places. Although she can't taste it, they both have a great time, and he somehow manages to kiss her. Meanwhile, Keys searches through the NPC database and can't believe what he is seeing. He rushes to Millie's place and tells her that the AI engine they created for the civilians in Free City has evolved far beyond what they could ever have imagined, to a point where they think they are actually real people.
Blue shirt guy is not a player.
Millie refuses to believe it. I mean, she just kissed an AI
There's not a button for that.
Oh, he found the button.
and basically fell in love with a clanker. Worried their work could be erased in the next update, Keyes explains to Millie that the only way to expose Antoine is to find their original build in the game. She rushes back to meet Guy and explains the whole situation, explaining to him that he isn't technically real and that all this is just a game built for the entertainment of the players. Feeling devastated, he storms out of there and blames it on the entire world. All this feels like a punch to his face. He meets up with his best buddy, and Buddy clears up his doubts,
Even if I'm not real, this moment is.
putting some sense into his thick skull. Feeling motivated, Guy decides to take action into his own hands, and thanks to his buddy's connections and his popularity, he is able to retrieve the data without any unnecessary emotional damage. As Blue Shirt Guy's popularity rapidly increases, sales of the sequel drop drastically, pushing Antoine to reboot the game in order to erase Guy's data for good. This causes every player to freeze until the game is completely terminated. Guy wakes up to his usual morning routine like nothing ever happened. Millie appears next to him and tries refreshing his memory, but it seems he doesn't remember anything.
I'm sorry, lady. I think you have the wrong guy.
So she decides to kidnap the dumbass and force those memories back onto him. He finally remembers and leads her to his place. There, he shows her reflections of the previous game built, meaning it's still out there, and the only way to get there is to cross the sea. Guy gets an idea and gathers everyone. He motivates and encourages them to fight for what they want, realizing they are the ones who make Free City the great game it is now. The next day, the town goes completely silent, with no NPC left in the city. This blows up on the internet, with everybody talking about it. Meanwhile, my dudes are just chilling in a bar downtown. This gets Antoine furious and orders for Guy to be exterminated, even if they have to destroy the game. They dodges everything Antoine throws at them and makes it out safely to the bridge, but he boots all the players from the game, leaving Guy to face this giant dude by himself. Just when things seem hopeless, my guy pulls out the Captain America's shield. At this point, bro is just spamming him with all of Marvel's inventory items. Realizing that violence isn't always the answer, Guy lets him see life from a new perspective.
Run free, better me.
Seeing he has no other choices left, Antoine decides to blow everything up in order to prevent Guy from reaching the original build. With many sacrifices and hard choices, Guy was finally able to reach the land that was promised to them, saving the entire game. Anyway, Antoine's sorry butt gets some jail time, officially giving them the rights to the game. Everything goes back to normal, but in a better way. And after what might have felt like eternity, Millie finally sees Keyes' message, realizing that Guy was just a love letter programmed to reflect his feelings for her.
Finally.
They both follow their hearts, and so does my guy.